What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of Hourglass Talks. I'm your host, Mike Lowry. Tay Sears. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's happening, Mike?
No,
What it is, what it
not
ain't.
much, man. Hold up. You know what up?
So I gotta go. I keep forgetting to get my
Go
cup.
get your
man.
cup, man. Go get. Hey, man.
I'm gonna have to look for it.
You lost it.
No, it's somewhere over there, but I don't know.
How's the fam doing, man? You doing all right? How's the fam?
Yeah, they good, man. They doing phenomenal, man.
When was the last time you talked to your mama?
Like 3 seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Speaking of your mom, didn't you tell me when she graduated high school, she had gotten in the military, or she was in the military for a brief moment?
Oh, yes, she did. She went to the reserve for a split second. Well, I don't say split second. I don't know exactly how long she was in the reserve, but I know she was in the military for some time.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many years though. I was a baby.
And you got an uncle that was in the military that retired, right?
Uncle did. I got a couple uncles that retired. I got a couple uncles that put in 20.
Okay, yeah, my dad had put in 20. I know a lot of people that put in their time in terms of military. But your dad, on the other hand, he didn't. What, did he go to school?
Nah.
No school, no nothing?
Nah, my dad, he went to school for a little bit, then I was born, and he said, forget all that.
Shit. I should have did it.
Maybe a semester. I don't know.
And then, but you yourself, you graduated, right? You got a bachelor's and a master's?
I was the first one to get a degree out of my family. Yeah.
That's crazy. So in other words, like for an individual coming out of high school, weighing the options between military or going to school, military or school, like what's your take on that? Or do you have to do either or?
Well, be careful.
Don't be careful.
I had 2 options.
Ryan.
I had to go to. My parents either told me go to college, or go to the military. That was my option, because I had to get out the house.
That was my. Those are my options too. Go ahead, my bad. Those are my options.
Cool. At the time, it was like that. But as I grew, and as I went through, that was almost 10 years ago. As I progressed in life, I realized that was probably, let me be careful. You know what? The stupidest options that you could give someone, personally.
Ooh.
Go to college or go to the military. Now, I understand you're grown, and I'm not responsible. You're 18. You're an adult now.
Man just said
that's fine. I understand that. However, college and military are not that's not life. That's not the only thing that you can do. We live in a big world that's a whole lot more than college and military.
Right.
What you should do. I ain't telling nobody what to tell their kids, but I think what I personally would have liked was a sit down conversation about, hey, what do you truly want to do with your life? And now we can weigh the option to see, well, is military the best way to go? Is college the best way to go? Or is it best we take another route? Lucky for me, I wanted to play sports. I didn't care about the degree. The degree just so happened to come with it. So college, that was for me. But everybody don't play sports. That's not for everybody. And everybody don't necessarily need college either. So, and everybody don't want to go to the military. So what about those two?
See that what you just said, you were like, I wish I could have had a sit down with my mom and dad and we could talk about what I wanted to do. But the majority of the 18-year-olds, they don't know what they want to do. So it's like, I'm not saying
what about it?
I'm not saying that conversation is I'm saying that conversation is needed, but to put pressure on an 18-year-old coming out of high school, to put that pressure on a kid coming out of high school, it's like, dang, I got to come up with an answer, or they about to hit me with the, you better get a job or you're going to get out of my house type joint.
Like, just a lot of pressure.
Yeah, so like, I do think that conversation is needed, but I think the parents should go about it in a in a calm way, or like don't jump at their neck, because it's like, when I was 18, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was told the same thing. You either gonna go to college or you're gonna go to the military. But your dad, for example, he didn't do either or, and he's pretty successful.
Living just fine.
And
They had children. They had 2 kids. Go to college and get degrees.
yeah, did a very good job. And I think to limit the options just to those 2 things. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I know a lot of people that went to the military only did 4 years, and they had opportunities within those 4 years. They had a job lined up when they got out, instead of going the traditional way and going to school, or quote unquote not even going to college, but going to get like going to a trade school, go learn something, go learn it like an exact trade, like be a mechanic, or become a barber, cut hair, or what else? There's a lot of other trades that you can do, but to limit those options between like a 4-year college and going to the military, it's kind of scary coming out of high school, because the mindset of an 18-year-old coming out of high school, they kind of want to have fun.
It's not there.
It's not there.
It's not there yet.
But granted, that's why the parents are so hard on their kids, because they, as a parent, you want your kids to succeed. You're a parent right now. You eventually, want your kids to succeed. But granted, you've been through a different process than your parents, your mom and dad. So it's like, there's a lot more.
I know I have people that look up to me. Like, I have a following of youth that look up to me. And I say this.
Okay, I ain't got no choice. I'm short. I just got to look up to you. But
I say this. I don't want people to take this out of context. But I personally feel that in some aspects of college, that it is okay. In most aspects of college, 90%, there's no point in you going.
Yeah,
there's no point in you going.
Hold on, stop. So depending on, well, that's arguable, but like depending on your degree, like
depending on what, that's the other 10%.
Gotcha.
So if you want to, it's some stuff that you have to go to college for. I mean, fortunately, you got to go to college. You want to be a doctor. You want
doctor,
to deliver,
lawyer, teacher, engineer, physical therapist, healthcare.
Yeah, you want to do that type stuff. You got to go to college. Cool, I'm cool with that. But it's a lot of other stuff that you really don't need. You learn that stuff through life experiences. Not books and studies. Like, and I don't want to. I ain't taking no shots at nobody. But it's people that's going to college that are be careful. It's people going, and you can contest to this. It's people going to college out of high school, going in debt to get a business degree. But most people that have a successful business didn't go to college. Why am I learning business from an institution when my professors don't own a business?
That's a good question. Besides the fact that you just called me out, but that's a good. No, that's true. And I learned that.
Reasons though.
No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but along the way, I learned that. Hey, not even like quote unquote business owners, but you got this might be bad. So I'm gonna say it. Just keep it real, keep it a buck. You got some drug dealers that dropped out of high school that know how to run a better business than your college professor. And like, Grant, I'm not telling nobody to go be a drug dealer, but it's like they know the simple stuff. And what I learned that once the business is booming, they can, whatever they don't know, they can pay somebody to do it for them. Whatever area of work within the business that they really don't have expertise in, they can hire somebody for that. And I think in terms of running a business, I think you don't need a degree to go run a business.
No.
or especially business and but you know like just for a pro in college, you were like what you got out of college was you networked with a lot of people. Granted, you
No.
were an All American, you ran track, you saw a lot of people all the time, and one thing your coach told you was connect, like go talk to people. And
Bro, the best thing that happened to me in college, but my greatest accomplishments in college, what I learned, what I learned the most in college had nothing to do with the degree. It had everything to do with what happened outside of the classroom.
that's good. Hey,
What happened inside of the classroom, it taught me this much. It just so happened gave me a sheet of paper that people hold as value. But in reality, the real value that I got out of my institution, nobody saw. There wasn't no sheet of paper that said that, hey, I did this.
right,
You know, life experiences that I learned in college that led me to this seat right here that I'm in today talking to you. My degree didn't get me in front of you right here.
right.
My experiences.
And yeah, and to close, the fact that you said that, whether you're going to school or not, just be more open minded to the opportunities we have living in America, or living in the United States. Just be more open to whether you're in school or not. Just be more open to different opportunities within school, military, or whatever you want to do. Trade school. Just take some time. If you're in high school, just take some time to look into the opportunity that you have as an 18-year-old, or that we have. But if you got anything else before we
But I read a quote yesterday that said, not yesterday, it was earlier in the week, and it said, it was from Elon Musk actually. He said a, people would rather take out $100,000 in student loans for college, but won't take out $10,000, a $10,000 loan to do something that they truly want to do.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I thought that was
The
interesting.
banks won't let you take a personal $10,000 loan, but they will let you take $100,000 for school. Like I saw that same post. I think the banks don't let you do that, and I think
That's crazy to me. That literally I can't
you can't fathom. You just can't. But anyway, man. Hey,
talk about this more. We got to
yeah,
get.
we
I can get really deep in this. We gonna get. We gonna get.
definitely. But other than that, man. Hey, you have a good day. I'm your host, Mike Lowry. Tay Sears, Hourglass Talks. Peace.
Holla at you.